This is Jen and Marvin, and Out and About with Jen and Marvin. We woke up this morning with the concept of collecting cuttings off of our fruit trees around town that we like, and we're creating our own little orchard right now. Do you want to say more about it, Marvin?
Well, we're not creating the orchard right now. What we're doing is we're preparing the cuttings so that we can put them in the soil and propagate them from cuttings. So we have 3 or 4 varieties.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one variety that we did earlier before we started recording. It was a hybrid between a cherry, plum, and a nectarine is what I'm going to guess. It's got some kind of a blood red kind of fruit, but not quite plum. It's clearly got some nectarine in it. We've got another variety that we're going to be doing later. It kind of really is more nectarine than plum, but it's got a cherry type thing. These little guys here, and Jen, if you want to pan down here, this is all the leftover clippings. These are early season peaches, so the peaches are only just starting to form.
Uh-huh.
And so what we're doing is we've collected some samples, and now I'm just preparing them. So I'm just going to get a stem.
Let me get in there and show them what you're going to do. So we cut these off the tree, and the important thing about this is we ask the tree's permission first. And the tree has a lot of fruit on it, and that's their babies. At first they were like, "Oh, not my babies." But then they understood that we are going to create trees for them to be in other places. So they begrudgingly, or they were excited actually about being propagated. So what are you doing now, Marvin?
So this is going to be one of the stalks.
Yes.
And so all I've done is I've cut the bottom on a fairly acute angle. All of these little nodges I'm cutting off.
Would you say 45 degrees?
At least, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm cutting off most of the foliage because
Yes.
we want the vigorous activity to be in the propagation of a root system, because this is going to be the root stock.
Okay, good. Now what are we going to do with these now? You got them collected in a little jar over here.
Yeah, so we're just putting them in water for now for about 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are going to put them in little pots. They're about this big, with some phosphorus and other root propagating material, and then we're going to just keep them watered, half shade sun for a wee while until the root structures grow, and then we're going to start seeing some shoots grow from the top, some new shoots.
And we are going to put Ziploc bags over each one of them to create this little greenhouse effect on each one,
Yeah.
which is really exciting. Now I have this other one here. Could you show the viewers what you can do with this one?
Yeah, so basically we're going to take about 5-6 inches, maybe 7 inches of that.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm just going to cut the base on about a 45-degree angle.
Now, why doesn't it need any leaves? Can you explain that to us?
Because at this stage, all we're doing, we don't want leaf growth.
Why not?
Well, we want root growth. It's all about creating the root stock at the moment.
So you're saying that if it has to grow leaves, it'll take away its energy that we want it to force it, basically encourage it to grow roots, correct?
100%.
All right, great.
That's 100%.
Now, I'm curious because I think it should have a little bit of green at the top.
It
And-
really doesn't matter at this stage.
Okay.
So even that, all we're interested in, all of the root structures will grow from these nodules. So that's all we're interested in. And once it's got root, it will start propagating little shoots, and it will go nuts in its own time.
Now, is there anything in that water?
No, it's just water, but we are going to put a little bit of sugar in later, just for a day or so.
Now, what's the sugar for?
Just to provide it some. Sugar is energy.
Okay, good. I think of the sugar as a connection to the love because we have a personal connection to these trees because we got the fruit off them last year. And I've been communicating with these trees. And we're going to do something special before we plant each tree. Do you remember?
No, you tell him.
All right. He's probably embarrassed to tell you. So before we plant each tree, I'm going to lick it, and he's going to lick it, so that each tree will be programmed with our DNA, and our hopefully the plants will have our strengths, my healing strengths, Marvin's organizational, Marvin's stamina and strength. So we are actually creating a version of fruit healing trees with me and Marvin's love and intention. So this is a labor of love that we just woke up this morning and the trees started talking to me, the fig tree, the plum tree, and the peach trees. And so I'm really proud of Marvin for running with this and like saying, okay, Jen, let's do this. So that's a miracle in itself.
Not that much of a miracle. The other variety that we're going to start preparing shortly are these guys. These are, I'm going to call these cherry nectarines.
Can you hold it up for the viewer so we can see the...
So this is the fruit. And by the way, this is nowhere near ripe, right? This is very early season. This is just the beginning. But I think they are a hybrid of plum, cherry plum, but they're more nectarine than plum. We've got a different variety that's, I'm fairly certain, is a hybrid between plum and nectarine as well.
Right.
But that one is more plum than nectarine. So anyway, we've got a number of varieties.
So one of the ideas that Marvin and I had was to create all these trees, and if we don't have our property in time for them to be trees, we were going to go to what's it called, state,
just public land,
and plant them. So we had this idea. I think it's genius. Why don't the cities and towns grow fruit and nut trees for the public? If so many people are hungry, why not grow trees?
Yeah.
It's so easy to grow trees like in this manner. So you could have all these apple, plum, peach trees down the municipal and then allow people to harvest them.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of places that we can think about planting these that are all part of public land, and some of them are easements on roadways, right? So, people can drive by and they can just pull up on the side of the road safely in the easement and harvest some fruit. Why not? That's a great idea.
It's exciting because the intention, it's a threefold intention or a multifold intention. The intention for us is to be landowners, property owners, where we have this healing forest of orchard, fruit supplying orchard. That's our long-range goal. Short-range goal is to put that intention out to the universe by starting. Instead of waiting till the end result, oh, please give us our property, please. No, we're starting to grow our little orchard. Look at our whole little orchard is in that little jar right now.
Well, this is just the beginning.
Right. But the fact is that we're not waiting passively for the universe to bring us something. We're starting the orchard now and seeing with that intention we're putting in it. Let's see what the universe brings from that. Right?
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. We'll keep you apprised as we go through. This is just stage one. So we just came back from our foraging activity and we're just doing the initial trimming up, and then later we're going to plant them up, and then we're going to let them do their thing for 6 to 9 months or even longer, and see how many, hopefully all of them, take hold and propagate.
Now, if you want to follow along and keep up on the progress of our little orchard, please like and subscribe to our channel, and you'll get to tap into the enthusiasm and the love of what we have here as our healing intentions. All right?
Good job. Catch you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.